Hello everyone, this is going to be a tutorial on how to change a 5C collet from a spindle. We're done with this job right now, so we're going to change to run a different size stock. So I'm going to replace this collet. The first thing that you got to do is you got to find, you see these little holes right here? There's 4 holes all around the spindle, and you got to find the one that has the set screw that is holding the collet in place. So I'm gonna get my head in there so that I can see where the screw is. So I can see that the screw is on that hole. You just take your Allen wrench and just start unscrewing until the screw finally comes out. Make sure you don't drop the screw because they're really small and they're hard to find if they fall where all the chips are. I'm gonna go ahead and open my collet. That way I can take the rest. This is the material that I have left over from the previous job, so I don't need it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. So the material is now off of the machine. Now you're going to use, these are called special collet wrenches. This one you can see has the 3 prongs that will fit this collet. They also have the collet wrenches that have 4 prongs. Those are for larger collets. And you just line up the prongs with the collet and start unscrewing it from the spindle. And you can tell when it comes out. Right here, this groove or that keyway, that's where the little set screw was sitting, and that's keeping the collet from moving. That way when you snug it up, you tighten the screw and that'll keep it in place. So now we're going to find the next size collet. Right now we're going to use this piece of material that is 5/8 in diameter. So I have a 5/8 collet right here. I'm going to find where the keyway is, and I line it up with that mark that I did on the collet wrench, so that way they're lined up. That way I know where that groove is once it's inside the collet. Go ahead and make sure to blow your spindle real well. Make sure that there's no chips, that there's no debris in there. It's always a good habit to put some oil around your threads. That way, you know, when you don't have metal to metal contact, and that way you have some kind of lubrication on it. I already pre-oiled this collet, so you just put it in there and then just start screwing it in all the way until it stops. See right there, I just got 3 fingers on it and I can feel that it's snugged up. So I'm gonna move my spindle so that I can see where my groove is. I can see my groove is right there, and here's the first hole. I don't want it that tight. You want to be able to have some motion on that collet when you open and close the collet. So I'm going to go to the next hole, which is this one. So now I'm going to rotate my collet. So now I am lined up with that hole in there. You just look inside that hole and find the groove. You can see in there. Take your set screw, put it in, and go ahead and go all the way until you can feel it stop. Right there I'm stopping, and I'm going to back that Allen wrench about a 1/4 turn, because you don't want to have that screw making you don't want to be completely onto the collet. Once you are snugged up, back up a 1/4 turn. Take your wrench out and make sure that that collet is locked in position. See right now, I cannot move that collet wrench anymore. So now the collet is in. You can load your material, and now you can go ahead and set however much you're going to send the material out. Close your collet. And now the material is secure. So that's a quick tutorial on how to change collet on a spindle on a CNC lathe that has a spindle on it. Thank you.